I'm downtown Vancouver. It's a very cold day, and I thought what best to do to try out 3 or 4 ramen places, ramen in Vancouver. And like usual, I just Googled the top ramen spots and we're gonna check them out. It's very cold, so it's perfect. I didn't eat much yesterday, so I'm gonna try to eat as much as possible today. And I've actually never had ramen before, so this will be really interesting. I've seen many ramen videos on YouTube, but I've actually never tried it. So let's go to the first place. Let's go. Here we are at our first spot. It's called JINYA Ramen. So when I Googled best ramen spots, JINYA came out at the top. Ton of reviews for it and good reviews. You may have heard of JINYA Ramen. I think I'm pronouncing it correct. JINYA is known for its slow-cooked approach to ramen, made from broth simmered for 20 hours. From its customizable menu to sleek interiors, JINYA Ramen Bar presents a contemporary Japanese dining ideal for lively social gatherings of all ages. When I looked at the website, they have several locations across the US and Canada. So it looks like there's no lineup. It was quite busy. I saw some people going in. Let's go check it out. Hi, for one, yes. No cat. Sure. Thank you.
The JINYA Ramen, this is the best seller.
Okay, awesome.
And as for small plates, crispy chicken or pork gyoza.
Okay.
These two are most popular.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just go for the
Yes.
taco black, and that's all. That's perfect.
Thank you so much. Do you have any food allergy?
No. Or peanuts.
Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you for letting me know.
Well, slowly learning. It's hard.
No, but
the kanji.
thank you. Thank you.
It's amazing, really good. It's actually the first time I've had ramen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched so much on YouTube, I've watched so many Japan videos, but I've never had it. And I googled the best one. Osaka, okay, cool.
Have you ever been there?
No. But I want to learn Japanese first, so I'm really like a heavy ass.
Oh, okay. That's
Little by
very
little,
good.
it takes time.
Yes. If you go to Japan, there are a lot of ramen prices.
Yes.
I want to recommend a lot of places, but I can come up with that.
Yeah, and I hear Osaka is so good for food.
Yes, exactly. Everything is amazing. Thank you so much. You should try Japanese ramen in Japan.
Oh my
because this
God.
ramen is very American ramen,
Right,
actually.
right.
Because we put a lot of toppings, but in Japan there's more classic ramen. Have you tried Danbo or foreign ramen?
No, I've heard of Danbo. I've actually never tried ramen.
Okay, Danbo has very classic, authentic Japanese ramen.
Right.
Not like American ramen. You should try it. Yeah.
And is Nagoya ramen?
Nagoya is not famous for ramen. Actually, they have soba instead. However,
Yes, it's healthier.
yeah, it's very popular. That's my name.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
thank
That
you
was
very
really
much. Yes,
delicious.
thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. That was amazing. I'm now no longer a ramen virgin. That was so
yes,
good.
yeah, exactly.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
See you.
Thank you, Lion.
Thank you. Bye. All right. Wow. As I said, I'm no longer a ramen virgin. That was amazing. Really great service. Really nice. Both from Japan. And the one guy said the ramen there is not like many other ramens in Japan. It's kind of an Americanized ramen because there's so many toppings. I asked him what the most popular was, and he said it was the Jinya Tonkatsu Black, which had pork broth, pork chashu, kikurage. Not sure what kikurage is. Maybe fried onion, green onion, nori, dried seaweed, seasoned egg, garlic chips, garlic oil, fried onion, and spicy sauce, served with thin noodles. Absolutely amazing. Definitely give it 5 out of 5 if I'm rating. JINYA Ramen, everyone. Let's go to the next spot. Here we go. Here we are at our second ramen spot in Vancouver. This is Hokkaido Ramen Santouka. Now, I maybe should have come to this place first because for years this place has had huge lineups, and there's no lineup right now, thankfully, I guess because it's still early. It's about 1 p.m. When I was Googling best ramen spots in Vancouver, I searched on Reddit and everyone picked this one at the top, so it's definitely popular. The story of Santouka started its history in founder Hitoshi Hatanaka said to his family, "I'm going to make delicious ramen." It was in the 1980s. It started with a single restaurant in Asahikawa, Hokkaido. So this is a legit ramen spot. The last place, Shinya, I think that is just the US and Canada chains. So it's kind of an American style, like the guy said. There's a lot of toppings. But this one is authentic Hokkaido ramen. Since they have a thickness that prevents the soup from cooling, the aroma and delicious flavor remain intact until the moment the customer lifts a spoonful. So I'm guessing this is going to be a thick broth. Let's check out the locations. Hokkaido, Kanto, Kansai, Kyushu, and Okinawa, Tohoku. We're very fortunate in Vancouver to have this restaurant, Hokkaido Ramen Santouka. Let's head in. So this is where there's usually a huge lineup. Look at that, Best Ramen Awards, silver, in the Vancouver Magazine for 30 years. Thank you. Thank you.
JINYA Ramen.
Thank you so much. Looks amazing. Thank you. I'm only not finishing because I'm going to other ramen spots. It was so delicious. No, that's okay. Yeah, thank you. But it's so good. Very, very good. Thank you. Sure, yes. Thank you. Thank you. How long has the restaurant been here for? Do you know how many years?
10 years.
10 years? Yeah, good. Okay. From Hokkaido. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arigato. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Really good. Take care. Bye. Wow, amazing. To go from never eating ramen ever to my first day eating some of the best ramen back to back. And I'm still gonna go to probably two more places. I still got an appetite, but that was amazing. I'm not really sure what separates Hokkaido ramen from others, but I'm guessing it's a thicker broth. And I don't know what that red, it was like a juniper berry maybe? There was a pit in it, but really amazing. The noodles weren't as thin as the JINYA. Exceptional flavors. The pork was sweet. The guy next to me described it as sweet, and I thought that was a good description. Service was amazing, of course. They're quick. I notice how fast it is. Ramen, they really get you in and out very fast. So again, another 5 out of 5. I mean, how can I rate anything less? I'm no ramen expert, but that was very, very good. Hokkaido Ramen Santouka, and on to the next place. Let's go. I found the next spot. If you could see it across the street there, it's Danbo Ramen. So again, I searched on Google, Reddit, and people say Danbo Ramen, which is a Fukuoka style ramen, Fukuoka being southern Japan. Restaurant is now open in Vancouver, Seattle, and New York. Danbo brings traditional Fukuoka style Kyushu Hakata tonkatsu, which is pork, ramen to Japanese food fans in North America. The aroma of our signature tonkatsu broth is unmistakable. A simple but truly delicious umami, always made daily in-house with specially treated water, free from impurities. After placing #1 in a TV poll of top ramen shops from humble beginnings, the single shop became a chain and expanded quickly throughout Kyushu, which is like this kind of the southern region. It's like Osaka, Kobe, and then all over Japan. So it is a chain all over Japan. And once again, we're very lucky in Vancouver to have Danbo Ramen. So, what are we waiting for? Let's jump in line. Looks like it's probably going to be about 20 minutes. I was actually pretty surprised that there was no lines that there were no lines at the other restaurants. It was very fast, maybe because it's what day is it? It's a Wednesday in the afternoon, so maybe everyone's at work right now. But this one, you can really see how popular it is because there's a huge lineup. Thankfully with ramen, people just come in and out. They go pretty fast. It's been about 20 minutes. I thought I'd be in by now, but still in the line. It'll be worth the wait. That's the thing, ramen, you wait in the cold, but then you get a nice warm reward after. It's not like lining up for ice cream or something, so almost there.
Mature processes. Completely were able to push you out of the picture, like 100%, like to keep you there and to be willing to start like exploring. So they were exactly where they wanted, and they still like yeah, because it doesn't matter how you play the game. If you're a shipper, you're a shipper. Really enjoys that thing. But so it makes sense that immature person goes with mature person. But that's why you didn't really do it. And her reaction after that, which was this reaction of like really childish, like crybaby. Even then, that's when it finally hit me. Like that's not really it's not that about saying one. The other thing was like, no, you're not like you just have to but I know both of them. They're not compatible.
Hey, how's it going? Sure. Is this the most popular type of ramen? The classic?
Yeah, it's a popular one, the classic one.
Okay. And okay, and Rekka is just choose your...
Yeah, spicy one.
And that's just, what's that?
So the chashu has a 6 pieces chashu on the ramen.
Oh, 6.
The regular
Oh, wow.
one has a 2. Like
Oh my
this,
gosh.
yeah.
Okay, I'll just get a classic ramen.
Classic ramen, yeah, sure. So would you like to customize for the ramen? Or
I guess, could I get a soft-boiled egg?
egg? Yeah, sure. How about the customized menu here?
Or rather,
Everything regular?
That's fine, just regular, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
which
That's everything?
I understand
That's
everyone
everything.
like
Thank you so much.
And that's why I know, because we have talked about that. But
So I made it finally into Danbo Ramen. I think it was an hour wait, so very popular. And I think because the prices are so cheap, it was like it's $11 for the classic ramen with 2 pieces of pork, and then I added an extra soft-boiled egg. So let's go see what it's like.
you really want to and then when they wake up. But again, what we read, what I've found the other day is that this whole big team.
Yeah.
And at that point, we were all doing self-sabotage and self-destructive behaviors.
Yeah.
We all did. And I was doing thing. I don't think that they watch everything that they make in bad habits already. What pisses me off that is that they. That's what I mean. Is that it's okay, you know, like that you
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
I never seen that.
Another winner, another 5 out of 5. Look at the lineup now, it's huge. It's growing even longer. This is a very popular ramen spot. And I think because it's cheaper, the ramen was $11 or $12. And then plus tip, you know, it's 15 bucks. Whereas the Hokkaido Santouka that I went to before, that was like $20, if I remember correctly. And same with the JINYA. I looked up what Fukuoka style ramen is, and it's called Hakata style, which has thin noodles and a cloudy soup or broth. The waiter was from Tokyo, another great service, just really amazing. Just be prepared for a long wait. So I did find one more place on Google reviews that they say that you have to go to, and I do want to go there. So let's go to the next place. We've made it to our fourth and final ramen spot. I could keep going. I mean, it's 3 p.m., but I'd probably get sick and I wouldn't be able to taste anything, and everything wouldn't be ranked as highly. So I'm gonna cut it at 4. Across the street is our fourth spot. It's called Maruhachi Ra-men, and it used to be called Marutama. So Marutama Ramen has been very famous in Vancouver for many years. Maruhachi Ra-men, the pioneer of Tori Paitan Ramen, which is creamy chicken broth. So the other 3 ones I've had have all been pork ramen or tonkatsu. This is a creamy chicken broth. Opened its first store in 2013, so it has been here for quite a while in Vancouver, and now has many branches. There's like 6 or 7 branches, and just last month it was changed to Maruhachi. And then I googled why was the name change, and the owner said refine, refocus, restart after 10 years of business. So they wanted to change their name just to have kind of a fresh start. Maruhachi is considered the pioneer in Tori Paitan, a distinct style of chicken-based ramen broth that has a milky quality. The restaurant's roots stretch back to 2001 in Kawaguchi, Japan, where founder Tetsuya Kudo launched his signature style of the traditional noodle soup. So once again, another lucky or very gracious gratitude to have another amazing ramen spot straight from Japan here in Vancouver. Ultimately, the brand expanded globally, including in Vancouver. And this is interesting. In 2019, Marutama took the gold in the best ramen category of the Vancouver Magazine Restaurant Awards. And I saw that Hokkaido Santouka had the silver plaque listed there. There's so many ramen spots, so it is no easy feat to become first, take the first place. And also when I looked on Reddit and on Google, it was highly recommended, just as Danbo was and as was Santouka. Also to mention, Santouka is just right there and Danbo is just a few blocks up there. Only JINYA, the first place, was downtown Vancouver. So all 3 have been in this West End area at the end of Robson. Let's go get in line and try this 4th and final ramen before I pass out. So the lineup's not as long as Danbo. Danbo was about an hour wait, maybe 45 minutes. This one looks like it should be about 20 minutes, hopefully. And I've passed by this place too many times. I like how it's on a side street. It's a nice location. I usually see a very long lineup in the evenings. So we'll see how fast this moves. Just at the front, almost there. It's only been about 15 minutes. I just realized why it's called Maruhachi. Maru is round and hachi is 8. So I'm pretty sure it means 8 slices of pork around. That's a ton. I'm not going to get that. but I think that's why it's called Maruhachi. Maruhachi.
Thank you for waiting.
Okay, thanks.
You can come in.
Okay. Thank you.
You can have a seat this time.
Do you have washer? Thank you. Made it in. The wait wasn't too long at all. It was about 15 minutes. Let's go take a look. Is it possible to get the copy? I don't know. Only if you have it. Only if you have it, yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I can just reprint it.
Sure, sure. That was so good. First time here, I keep hearing how popular it is. And... Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, take care. Bye. Bye. Another winner, of course, Maruhachi Ramen. It was really good. The milk, creamy milk broth. I usually don't eat a lot of dairy, but that was addicting because it was the milky with the onion and it was pretty light. And the noodles were really easy to clump together. So I just kept going back for more and more and more. It was extremely easy. So I could see why that is extremely popular and why there's usually a long lineup. But I'm going to sum up all the places in a bit. See you soon. Well, that concludes the Vancouver ramen. I think I'm going to call it 4 and 4. because I got 4 ramen spots in 4 hours. I started at about 12 noon and ended at 4 p.m. Just made it in time for the sunset, a little bit past. The lineup for Starbucks was longer than any of the lineups for ramen, but good way to end with mocha. First, we went to JINYA Ramen, and I chose that because it was at the top of the list when I Googled top ramen spots, and the price was $19.80. They're all about 20 bucks. JINYA was good. The guy working there from Nagoya, he said that it was kind of an Americanized ramen, JINYA Ramen, because it has a lot of toppings, so it's not the same as more authentic Japanese style ramen. So, but from what I had, it was amazing. There was a lot of toppings from what I remember. There was onion, fried onion, garlic chips, seaweed. There was the pork. The broth was fairly rich. The noodles I thought were a little dry al dente, which is good, but yeah, it was a filling bowl, not the biggest bowl, and the location was downtown. Now the next 3 locations I went to were all within a few blocks of each other, all in the West End at the end of Robson. The next place I went to was Hokkaido Ramen Santouka. That ramen spot I had to go to because everyone on Google they said that was authentic Tokyo or authentic Japanese ramen from Hokkaido, the Hokkaido style. And it had a very thick broth. The noodles were a little bit thicker, and it was very simple. I found hardly any ingredients. I actually think that that's my favorite, maybe because it seemed like a more special bowl, and it was the first authentic ramen I had. JINYA Ramen, I could kind of taste that it was a little bit North Americanized. I've never been to Japan, so I'm just babbling here. The third spot I went to was Danbo Ramen, and again chose that because everyone gave glowing reviews for Danbo. I had to wait a very long time. The Danbo Ramen was only $14, and I added an egg. Before that, it was only 11 bucks. You can customize the spiciness, so it can be extremely spicy. Even though I ordered mild, it still was a bit spicy. Again, that was the cheapest, the lowest price one. Maybe that's why there was such a long lineup. I notice a lot of the restaurants that have really long lineups have the lowest prices for best value. And the fourth place, Maruhachi Ra-men. Used to be called Marutama, and it's been in Vancouver since 2013. They have several locations. Started in Tokyo, Kago, I forget where it started, but it started in Japan. Now that one I found was extremely addictive. I kept going back for more and more and more. And I think because the milk, it was a creamy milk broth, milk and pork broth. And it was like a chicken noodle soup, very comforting. I could just picture if you have a cold or on a rainy day, that is a great place to go to. It wasn't my favorite because I'm not big into dairy things, but I mean, it was spectacular. It was very good. It mixed the milk pork broth with onion flavor, so you had just a really luscious, rich broth. And the noodles, I loved how the noodles clumped together, if that's the right word, very easily. So you could pick up a ton of them very, very easily. And so maybe that's why it was addicting, and I just kept going back for more and more and more. Oh, the pork at Hokkaido Santouka was the best. It was thick pork, kind of sweet. Maybe there was a glaze on it. Whereas I found at the other places, the pork was very thin, just little paper. So if you want the meat pork, Hokkaido Santouka. So out of the 4, I'm going to pick Hokkaido Santouka Ramen, Hokkaido style. The geese agree with me. So thank you for joining me as I gave up my ramen virginity. When I looked online, Vancouver has, it looks like up to 100 good ramen spots. There's so many to choose from. So these 4 are just the tip of the iceberg. If you made it this far, click a like if you liked it. Subscribe, of course, click the bell, all that good stuff. And I'm going to try to do more of these, so maybe twice a week, something like that, with different foods. So hope you enjoyed that, and take care, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.